sometimes that is what it's like being an uncompromised content creator. So what do I mean, right? If you know the story of Final Destination, Alex got on the plane and he saw these things kind of unraveling about the plane and the seatbelt not clicking and the baby and all sorts of stuff. And he saw in his vision, hey, this plane to Paris is going to blow up. I am getting off the plane because it just doesn't feel right to me, right? And when he was saying, hey, the plane's going to blow up, the plane's going to crash, the plane's going to blow up, everyone get off, there were some people who put their blindfolds on, put their headphones on, completely ignored it, the fact that somebody on the plane is screaming the plane is about to blow up. Catch my drift, right? So eventually what happens is he gets carried off the plane. Some others get carried off the plane as well and miss out on their trip to Paris. But what ultimately ends up happening, right? The plane, boom, blows up. And those people who got off the plane lived, and everybody paid the price, right? So what am I doing when I come to this analogy, right? Yeah, the trucks. Yeah, the log trucks, that's another one. I don't do no log trucks, and I do not do no water bottles in my car. You know what I'm saying? For that reason. You know what I'm saying? Final Destination 2 is a classic as well, right? But it's the same approach sometimes as a Cowboys content creator, media, or whatever you guys want to call us, right? I feel like sometimes it happens to my guy, Big Game James. Sometimes it happens to Boss Cowboy. It's happening to Clarence Hill right now. It happens to me often where we're saying, hey, we need a defensive tackle. We need a one tech. Hey, we gotta get a defensive tackle. We won't be able to stop the run. If we do not get a defensive tackle, we won't be able to stop the run, and our season's going to crash. We got to get, so we're screaming on the plane, hey, go get a defensive tackle. And then there are some people who put their blindfolds on, put their headphones on. Just this old crazy Jay Tuck, he's always just being concerned. He's just always being fearful. Right, he's always just being negative. Where we're saying, I've seen it, right? I've as a Cowboys fan, I've seen what it's like when we get into the playoffs and we can't stop the run, or down the stretch when we don't have the defensive tackles to stop the run, and we won't be able to keep our linebackers clean. Like, we need to get him off the plane. Get him off the plane. Get Boss Cowboy off the plane. Get old crazy Pop Clarence off the plane. Get these people off the plane. Right?